I just like to take a little bit of oil and rub it at my edges, my hairline, because they like to disappear and reappear, just period, point blank. I don't know why they hate me. Welcome back, friends, or if you're new here, hey, it is Lauren the Soap Witch, and in this little happy corner of the internet is where I play in my hair, mix up my magical concoctions, or just plain go rogue on a recipe in the kitchen. Yes, I get magical in the kitchen too. So today's video, I will be doing a pre-poo, and this is just where I am starting out from where I did my last refresh. And now I'm just going to commence to taking all this hair down. I don't know why, but I feel like it took less time to put it up than it took it. Girl, we set 5 seconds into the video. Okay, then it took, you know what I'm trying to say. Anywho. So, yeah, I am just going to finish taking this down. Look, I am trying to still get my head around, not that you asked, but I'm going to tell you how to do, the flat twisting and stuff, and like make it neat and stuff and all that. Like, I be struggling. I honestly think I got one of them movable scalps. That's not what they call it, but I don't feel like when I be parting my hair it look right and then it don't. I only feel like that's partially user error. Anyway, I'm gonna come back when I'm done taking this down. Whew, now that was a workout, but here we have made it. Look at that fluffy hair. Okay, so here we are. Finally, it's all taken down. You can see I'm kind of feeling the look. Okay, but moving right along. So what I want to do first is add water to my hair, and as usual, I'm gonna fight with my spray bottle and throw a fit till it comes out. There we go. And I want to just spray pretty much the middle of my hair and all the way down into the hair shaft some as well, so that I can split that hair down the middle. So I'm gonna take my hands and massage that water in some, and then I'm just gonna take my fingers and start trying to split it down the middle, so I can have a half and half thing going on here. I'm not trying to be a perfectionist about it. I know it appears that way, but I try to be careful with how I split the hair and take it apart so that I'm not tearing at it and ripping and causing breakage. I was feeling a little dramatic about it, sorry. Anyway, so I'm not causing breakage because, we going for the opposite of that. So now that I've gotten it where I want it, I'm just going to take this half and I'm just going to put it up and out of the way. And then I'm going to take this other half and I'm going to get my trusty water bottle and I'm going to spray it down some so that I can also split it in half. I like to do this in 4 sections. If you got really dense hair, you might want to do 6 sections, 8 sections, but I only need 4. And once I'm satisfied with the approximate amount of hair in each section, I'm going to put that up as well. And then I'm going to start on this front section. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take my trusty water bottle and then I'm going to spray some water on this hair. I don't want it to be sopping wet like when I deep condition my hair or shampoo it in the shower, but I like a healthy amount of water. Soften it up, make it more manageable, easier to apply the product, all of those good things. And just taking my hands again and massaging the water into my hair. So eventually when I feel like I've done that well enough, I'm gonna go in with my Twilight Tempest deep conditioning hair mask, because that's what I'm using for my pre-poo today. I like to switch it up and rotate things around just cause I enjoy it. You can use the same thing every week though. Whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you. So that's about how much I'm going to use on this front section. I rubbed it in between my hands for a more even distribution along my hair strands, and then I'm just going to apply it, or attempt to apply it evenly among all the hair. I use my hands to squeeze, press it in, all that good stuff into the hair before I actually start raking and detangling. I feel like that method just works good for me. But it is nice to have your hair fairly coated before you start trying to detangle in any capacity. A little bit more just for that section right there in my hairline, because I somehow feel like, I don't know, it gets ignored. Gonna add a little bit of my Acute Anointing Hair Oil. Just pour a bit in my palm, rub it in between my hands, and then apply it on top of the deep conditioning hair mask. I'm just gonna massage that in with my hands as well. I always like to add oil into my Pre-Poos, even if it's not the main product. I still like to add it in because I feel like it does soften the hair. That's all. The way I ended it, it sounded like I had more to say. I was going to ask a question, but anywho. So here we go with the unbrush. It's my favorite. It's a magical tool created by the people that created the unbrush. And I start from the ends of my hair and work my way up to the roots. I don't know why I'm frowning up like that. You have to excuse my face. But I like to brush and follow up with finger combing. That's how I detangle also in the shower. I feel like it gives me the best of both worlds because I don't feel like finger detangling does a good enough job of getting out all of the shed hair. And I really want to make sure I get rid of as much shed hair as possible because I feel like it contributes to a lot of the tangles that we fight with, which also leads to a lot of breakage. So eliminating as much shed hair as possible during each wash day. Girl, okay. Wash day is important to me. I like to follow through with my fingers to actually make sure that I am getting out all the big tangles. The way the brush has flexible bristles, and so it will just kind of glide over tangles and sort of detangle little bits at a time is what I feel like it does, until it gets it all out. So I'm using my fingers to make sure I get it all out. So now I'm just going to take my hair and fight it into a Bantu knot because I don't know why we acting like that. It's time for a trim. I will be getting one soon. Put it up in a Bantu knot to get it out the way. Alright, now it's time to move on to this back section. Whenever I pre-poo and detangle, I always include a front and back section because I feel like it takes a little bit more to detangle the back section than it does the front. I lay on the back, the kitchen is in the back, so all kind of things happen back there. So it's just kind of, to show I really do pretty much the same process, and because of my very slippery conditioners, it's still pretty easy to detangle that back, even though it's typically more tangly. My hair is also not super tangled here because I did refresh my hair earlier in the week, and when I add moisture to my hair and just do a little preliminary finger detangling, I do feel like it helps to keep my hair from getting quite so tangled. And thus, when I come to my actual wash day, I don't have to fight with it. I ain't trying to fight with my hair. I'm trying to get along. Love on it. Okay, anywho. That's how much I'm putting on the back section. And I'm just going to apply it very similarly to the way I did the front section. I don't know why my mouth is broken today, but whatever. So I'm just going to press that into the hair, and then as I get each strand coated, I will start raking it through some. I do not fight when I rake it through. If I feel resistance, I just let that go and come back around and try again, trying to avoid breakage again. All right, going back in with the oil, just pouring a little bit in my palm, like a quarter, $50 amount size. Rub that in between my hands and then just apply it on top. Now that I'm done playing around in my hair, I'm gonna go ahead and take my unbrush and get to detangling for real. So, and again, same as I did in the front. Just gonna take my brush and start from the ends and work my way to the roots and follow through with my fingers just to make sure I'm getting everything out that I can. I feel like this process has been working really well for me since I've been doing it this way. We'll see how things look when I actually go get my trim at the beginning of September. But the last trim I got, she did not have to cut off much at all. But I do think it's because I've been much gentler with my hair, babying it, and just overall, I'm just paying more attention to the care that my hair tells me it needs. Because there really are no hard and fast, tried and true rules as far as what products you have to use or even what steps you have to take. Really, you just want to try to moisturize your hair as best as possible. Keep it moisturized as long as possible. I like to wash my hair often. I'm a once a week person. But I mean, some people do well once a month. As long as you stick with the routine that you pick, you're typically going to get really good results. I mean, unless you have some kind of actual health problem or deficiency, because ain't no amount of products or routine going to help with that. All right, once again, done playing in my hair, because I swear every time I get to the end of a process and I just still be going, even though I've been done, or it looks like I've been done. Like, why are you still going anyway? So putting that in a Bantu knot to now get that part out of the way. It's my hair. I'll play in it if I want. Okay, I'm sorry. Now we're going to do the other side, and here we are, all done. I just like to take a little bit of oil and rub it at my edges, my hairline, because they like to disappear and reappear, just period, point blank. I don't know why they hate me. So sometimes I get real dry, pale, crusty white looking. It's not cute. And so I feel like this helps with that. You know, maybe they just asking for some moisture and I have been ignoring them. Shame on me. So anyway, this has been helping, so I make sure I do this step every time, regardless of whether I'm doing a hot oil treatment or just another pre-poo. And now I'm going to take this disposable plastic shower cap, put it on top of my head, and let this sit in my hair for about 30 minutes. I'll see you then. And we're back. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. I sat there and let it do what it did, and now I'm going to twist the Bantu knots in the opposite direction so I can take them down. I just like to pull them apart just to see what the hair is looking like after I've let the product sit in my hair for 30 minutes. It's usually a good look. I'm a fan. So this one especially, doing it with my deep conditioning hair mask often, always, not just often, except for the very first time because I didn't use enough, leaves my hair feeling very soft after the fact. And so it's one of my favorite ones actually to use. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish taking this down and getting ready to wash my hair, because that's the next step. I always wash my hair after the pre-poo, and I don't like to let anything sit in my hair excessively long except for the hot oil treatment, but that's because my hair is not drenched. It's mostly just oil, so I feel a little safer with that. But with this, my hair is drenched. I don't want to leave it in overnight. I left it in almost an hour once, and that was too long. My hair felt really soft, too soft. Anyway, so I've talked enough, probably too much. So I'm going to finish taking this down, and then I'm going to turn around and show you the full 360. But if you like the brand of sorcery that I bring to my little corner of the internet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and give this video a like so YouTube can know that you like my video. I hope you have a magical day, friends. And with that one, I will see you in the next video. Bye.